have not been able to be home, but we normally like.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, FaceTime.
Small gift.
How y'all
Yeah,
doing?
We don't break the bank. Yes.
I'm
my dad
okay.
has this green egg, and he loves
Okay,
to
what I
eggs
have
in the
here
chicken.
is
They're
a
well known,
legal
right?
issue.
Well, I felt as a kid that he was the OG owner of the green egg. 'Cause I was like 12
This
when
is
he
for
bought one.
someone or someone's
Alabama.
in my
I
collector.
had hauled that thing up from Gulf Shores to St. Louis. It was a 14-hour
Something
drive.
they need
My
to
sister
hear.
and I, we were in the backseat with that beautiful.
Okay.
I love it. The reason why I say this or I ask this is because a lot of folks
Into
have,
you.
of course, Father's Day weekend plans. You know, you do what's up with Dad today, tomorrow or on Sunday in the Northeast.
Yeah.
Someone's into you, but they are broke.
Wrong, but Syracuse, New York.
Yeah.
I think that they've seen about
They don't never
consecutive
have no money.
weekends where they've seen at least the trace.
They don't ones that don't have no money, but I guess if you don't give it to them, they gonna talk shit.
You had at least one of those days where it was
Because you don't want to give it to them,
trace of rain.
or
It's a hard stat to understand because you have to go all
legal issues.
Of last year, 2024.
Someone may be taking you to court because they are broke and they need some money. Somebody may be trying to sue you,
There's a widespread
but there is bad karma coming back at this person.
isolated rain chances that we've seen in previous weekends. This one, you got a boundary that's draped across the Northeast. It's a cold
And you
front,
may
and
feel
it's
like
a
your
warm front,
person
it's a
ain't
stationary
shit.
boundary. It
They not.
changes its phase, and what you end up getting is a train track.
They talking shit to you. They either talking shit to you, talking shit about you, but they have no facts about it. They have no facts about the shit that they talking about you. Okay, taking you to court, trying to get some money. They feel like they hit the jackpot.
You can't bring the green egg inside, but
This could be a wife
covered, and that's what's in a way complicated.
Or a
about
husband.
when you head toward a weekend like this, because
This
need
person
like
wears
6-hour
fake
window
ass
where
smiles,
things
too.
dry, and there's a chance we get it. But
Okay.
it's hard to time out.
Somebody that stole something from you.
Time that out. And then not to mention the fact that with
And
the excessive rain that we could see in parts of DC,
they're going to court for it. You're going to court for it.
Out this way too.
Yep.
And that's going to be a huge issue.
Yeah, and that could start as early as
Fake
tonight
smile.
when we look at that flood watch, and then not to mention what's going to be happening tomorrow in DC. We got the big.
This
parade,
person's, your light
Army's
irritates this person.
250th anniversary.
Your person,
So we'll be watching
or your
to see how
person.
things play out in DC tomorrow.
Their
but
asses
if
are
that
crying
same
over
nature,
you.
right, on off.
Yeah. You're living in their head rent free.
Clean out the attic.
Cyberbullying you. Some of you are being cyberbullied.
No, it's just going to kind of.
But you are unbothered by this.
That's for sure.
You are unbothered by the cyberbullying, the people talking shit, the people being in their ego. You're unbothered all that. These are your fake ass motherfucking karmic friends.
I don't think it's going to be a great day to be.
You're not fazed by that shit. And obsessive lover. Somebody that can't let your ass go. They're into drugs. They may be shooting up.
And sometimes, I don't want to speculate too much, but
because they're always partying. They are always partying.
If you don't bring an umbrella, you're going to probably get drenched.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't like ponchos. Just because they get hot, you get sticky, and then if you get wet on the inside of that poncho, it just feels like saran wrap on your skin.
Not pleasant.
Yeah.
And,
Your person think they're the queen rising.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's right to our left.
They're not.
Appreciate that too. All right,
They ain't shit.
Of course, we're talking about rain here, but it's not just in parts of the Northeast. It's also in parts of the Midwest where that threat for some flash flooding continues today for the upper Midwest. In fact, friends in the Cheesehead state,
They're not.
Wisconsin,
Look.
the big mitten state of Michigan,
This
we're
queen
talking
rising,
Meanwhile,
she's a
Minnesota
karmic.
also seeing heavy rain with total
She's in her
success
ego.
in Wilmar, topping
He or she are in their ego.
rain.
They have bad habits.
Over the past 30 36 hours.
obsessive lover, always partying. Now they want to take your ass to court for some fucking money. They think they done hit the fucking jackpot. But bad karma is coming to their ass. And they got the nerve to be talking shit and don't have no fucking facts on whatever they're saying. This is your fucking friends. Karmic ass fucking friends. And they wasting your motherfucking time. They are a waste of time. You need to let them go. If you haven't.
Talking about that mid-level, upper-level wind support. So you just
give me a minute, please.
They tap into that wind environment, and then you get those winds that were able to be brought down. So incredible. And it's kind of like what we have in the Northeast, Michael, because you've just got this band of showers riding this boundary, and you don't have a ton of movement with the boundary. So
yeah, kind of more of the same. Yeah. Unfortunately, for friends up that way, and you can see it right here from Minneapolis, St. Paul up toward beautiful Duluth, Minnesota. You head over toward Wisconsin.
Things are going.
Up towards, say, Sheboygan,
the
Michigan,
energy that I'm getting.
That's where Traverse City is located.
I don't know if it has anything to do with this reading,
on top of the 3 to 5 inches just west
or just period.
With more on the way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's a messy.
Things is going to happen with the blink of an eye.
But kind of is what it is.
Not the most pleasant.
You're not going to know the change that hits you. It's going to hit you so fast, you're not going to know when this happens.
We've had some cooler air mix in, but we still have plenty of fuel and moisture in the mid-levels
and
to
offer.
Bring it out, drop it as some rain. So
okay, somebody in my collective. Oh, you may be moving.
Could we see some flooding? Well, given the fact
you may be moving.
4.5 inches is what we've already laid down, and then you add in another inch or two on top of that. It didn't take much to see some flooding. So,
groupie.
Yeah, friends and family out that way.
A groupie.
You know, as
your karmic friends.
At the end of the day today, about a half an inch.
They don't want to see you happy.
This weekend. So again, with more
your karmic friends.
From Minneapolis, St. Paul. Don't you know you better have those umbrellas ready and set to go there, Stephen?
And in the barbecue.
Your karmic friends.
Have a way to cover if you have to go outside.
Do not want to see you happy. Because they some sad ass, egotistical ass motherfuckers.
Just make sure that you have, you know, if you are doing an outdoor
and you are finally moving on. You're moving on. You're saying fuck them. Fuck them. Thank you.
Well,
next.
Course, we were turning our attention to.
You finally woke up.
Right. Lots taking
place. Your person even had you in a triangle.
And then, of course, we look toward the Atlantic.
Your person.
There. Thank goodness, not a whole lot right now is going
and
on.
Somebody.
Atlantic, but either way, though,
in your friend group.
On the Atlantic hurricane
season. They was
right.
And Stephen, honest to goodness, like you look at some of the
they was I'm trying to see how I want to put it.
Super dry in this area.
Right.
All that dust off of Africa was really kind of suppressing things.
It's true. You've got the ITCZ, that intertropical convergence zone. So you have that band of showers and storms.
They was having a good time at your expenses.
You'll get the waves, but those environments that you mentioned,
more than friends.
Really,
they was having a good time at your expenses. They were more than friends.
That's what we would expect this time of year. I mean, I guess we're still.
And you was giving them money.
Because the end of June is when Beryl was kind of.
You was giving them money.
June and July, which became a very strong.
You were helping them out.
Caribbean, but you know, no signs of that. And even if there was something,
no,
a lot cooler over the waters.
Yeah, I mean it's noticeably cooler than where
you would give your man money.
At this time. And all the
or your woman money.
That dust, and I believe it's 180
and they was taking that money
transported each and every year from Africa over the Atlantic and then into parts of the
and
Caribbean,
enjoying
Gulf Coast.
themselves
But right
more
now,
than
that's something to snuff us
friends
out. Not to
of
mention the fact that we've some really hostile winds, especially
your
off the coast.
energy.
Yeah, I mean, and those are some
They were
significant
using
winds
you.
that we've been watching. I mean, the westerlies, you
Yep,
get
they were using
the
you.
if you even get storms that
They were
develop,
sucking your
that clears
energy.
those things out, and so you don't have to worry about it. So it's
Yeah.
Eastern Pacific though.
Yeah, I like to say this is maybe a horrible sort of analogy, but when you have really strong winds like that up top, it's like basically decapitates
They had
the
you
top of the storm.
Any sort of growth.
in
Yeah.
your
It
head.
pushes it over.
They really,
But
really
to
had
your point, though,
your
the
person
east
had
is
you
separate. It's
in
just
your
different.
head,
Fine.
fantasizing,
It's gonna
daydreaming.
continue to be on Red Hot,
Let me
it's Red Hot.
let me
Yeah,
get
I know.
something.
And that's, yeah,
Let me get some tarot on this.
That's just been the zone. I mean, it's the
And
ICC,
I really, really
but
believe
it's
that
over some
they
very
was doing
favorable
something to you magically.
Stephen, always appreciate your insight.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out.
We
Your
will
Friday the
see.
13th, are you superstitious?
What did I
Good
say?
vibes. I had a cousin who got married on a Friday the 13th, so that kind of changed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
They was doing some magic
I
on
probably would
you.
have got married on Friday the 13th, but hey, 2 weeks in a row.
Yep,
listen,
they
it's
was.
cheaper for the wedding venue. I'll sign you
Yeah,
up.
me up. I'm a sucker for sales.
Yeah, got that right. Well, of course, in the theme of Friday the 13th, listen to this as we play out to a commercial break.
Rebecca Black. It's Friday.
Longing for security?
Let me get
Right
some
now,
more
Long
tarot
Fence is
on
offering
this.
25% off
Oh,
Fence's decks and
damn.
pavers.
Damn, you just
Long Fence
through.
today. Safe like repair.
Okay, let me see.
Nice shot, Dad.
Safe like replace.
Replacing your windshield doesn't have to be.
Cars just flew.
And we can come to you.
Okay, let me see.
Our highly trained techs can
Anything
replace your
else?
windshield
Let
where
me
you
see.
are,
I might
even if
have
it's right in your
to.
driveway. Have a good day. I love you.
Yeah, they had you
Payment options,
confused.
Get fixed now and pay later. Only at SafeLight.com.
They was trying to confuse you with this magic. Yeah,
The struggle
yeah.
is real. That's why you need
They
Zivo
had
traps.
you so that
Zivo
you
works
would
24/7
have to
attract and
accept
trap flying insects.
when they
Effortless
come
protection.
to you with an offer
Zivo.
that you
Eco-friendly,
would
bug deadly.
Get rid of bugs
That
as soon
you
as you
would-
see them with Zivo spray. Zivo uses essential oils to eliminate up to 20 household insects. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets. Anywhere? Gotcha. Anytime.
give them.
Zivo. People
Give them
friendly,
money.
bug deadly.
And you coming in, this is that's the best.
If you were to move,
I just want to touch somebody with my
they would have you so confused that they would you would have them to move with you. So look, you need to get from under that motherfucking spell. Get from under the spell. Ask God to send that curse right back to the rightful owner and whoever else is involved.
Quite possibly the strangest game show ever created.
What Did I Miss? A Fox Nation game show. Streaming now. Only on Fox Nation.
Yosemite National Park. 1,200 square miles of soaring cliffs, cascading falls, and endless groves of sequoias. They didn't set out to change America, but that's what ended up happening.
What do you drink when you win the Indy 500? We drink the milk.
There's life outside of racing. Maybe that helps you get a girlfriend.
100 Days to Indy. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
Yeah, they've been
This is a new beginning.
watching you. They seriously been watching you.
Unite us and don't divide us.
You could be out somewhere and you not at, you know you never seen your person there. You could be somewhere and the next thing you know, they right there in your face. And your friend is always with them. Most of the time. Your friend is always with them.
If you have plans, maybe a vacation over toward the west coast of Mexico. We need your
friend want to be you.
attention. Our next named storm of the 2025
That's why
Pacific is going to be
they're dealing with
Delilah. Could that
your
form?
man.
We're expecting perhaps Delilah to form within the next several
They
hours.
want to be
Its
you.
current name is Tropical Depression 4E.
They're your
It's been
impersonator.
right off the southern
They
and
copy
western
you.
coastline
Yeah,
of
they.
Mexico. There's
Blah, 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 blah.
another area that we're watching just south of
They
that.
make
That's closer
you
to
all
Central
make
America,
dress
so
alike.
El Salvador, and then the
Ooh.
western tip there of Honduras. That's where we're seeing another area and bundle of showers and thunderstorms. But it's 4E that we're watching.
Well, I'll be damned.
in the eastern
I'm
Pacific
seeing
we're expecting
you and
this
your
to
friend dressing
possibly
alike,
be
and
our
the
next
male
named
coordinating
tropical
himself
storm.
after
So
y'all.
if you have that cruise plan, right, maybe from Los Angeles, and then you
I
head
never
down
seen
toward
it, but I
parts of
didn't
western
think
Mexico,
that
toward Baja,
they
and then
would
further
do
to the
that.
south, this, by the way, is where Puerto Vallarta is at,
Man.
there, where that little kind of tip is. Here's the problem: is the fact that
There's
you're
some
gonna
of
see not
you
just
child
offshoots of
services,
showers, but
they're
perhaps
calling
even
child
some
services on
thunderstorms.
you.
And at least the Mexican government, their meteorological
Lord
entity,
have mercy.
saying that 2 to 4 inches of rain, isolated
For
spots,
some
up to 6
of
inches
you-
rain. I know if you're joining us from Miami, that seems like nothing. Here's the
Mm.
problem: is when it
What
falls
I'm
down those
getting
mountains
is
that they have there in central and western Mexico, that
also
exacerbates
for
the flooding
some
in a really
of
big
you,
way. So
somebody
landslides,
in my
mudslides,
collective,
could
or
all be
maybe
part of the equation
more
this
than
weekend.
one.
Friends in Acapulco, you'll note those winds up to 35 miles per hour.
Your
Right now, here's what the
best
satellite
friend,
imagery looks like. Basically, the redder the color, the higher the cloud
or
tops, and
someone
start
you
seeing some
call
areas
your
light. It means
best
that those are
friend.
super high. And we need to see, if you want to see growing and maturing storms, this is what you look for, is those deep,
has a
dark areas
spell
that always
on
have
you
blood red
and
color.
your
And
man.
this is starting to circulate.
Your
around
man
a
don't
general
even
area of
realize
circulation.
he's
And again,
under
this is
a
over the
spell
past
as
6
well
hours.
as
I
you.
think the coming hours are really going to be a telltale sign of
This
what this
friend
to
is a
become,
bitch.
which we're expecting to be Delilah here in the next several hours.
She
Right
wants
now, you can
your
see the
life.
ocean heat content is currently situated over a pocket of really warm water, and that warm water is a bath water for tropical systems. Right? When you're in a nice hot shower, nice steamy hot shower, you
Damn.
take your time in there, right? That's exactly what tropical systems want to do as well. Let's set things into motion for you. Again, here's where Acapulco, Mexico is, and then here's where Puerto Vallarta is, just for some reference for you.
Your
Here's where
friend is
central
searching
circulation is.
your phone,
Look at
his
some of the
phone,
rain bands
but
impacting parts of the west coast of Mexico, not just through the day today,
I'm feeling,
but through
yeah.
early in the day on Sunday. That is why flooding
You
is
all
going to be
are
very real and very present danger.
You
unfortunately,
all
through the
are
weekend. Now,
awakening.
if you are taking that vacation up toward Puerto Vallarta, what you'll experience is perhaps not as
You
much
all
flooding,
are
but if you wanted
awakening.
to get out in the water, right? That's
You
when
all
things
are
can get
awakening
dangerous.
to
We're
this
expecting these winds
magic,
to top off by Sunday morning around
and you
60
see what's
miles per
going
hour
on.
for higher end
You
tropical
may
storms at that
have
point.
already
Not necessarily a hurricane
separated.
at that point, but
For some
pretty
of you,
bona
you
fide
have,
tropical
or
storm.
you,
That's why we have tropical storm watches and
or
warnings that are
when
in effect for
you
parts of the
do,
west coast of
when you
Mexico. But it's the
separate
rip
from your
currents that
friends.
want you to be
Oh,
cognizant and aware,
they're
especially
grudge
for kids,
holder.
and you
They could
wanna,
be
you know,
holding
go
grudges
play in
like
the
a
water.
motherfucker.
Might not be the
And
safest
then
time to do that this
again,
weekend.
you
Meantime,
might
also watch
be
that
the
area
one
right behind
holding the
Delilah, what
grudge,
should be Delilah
and
here
or
soon.
your
There's a
person
30% chance
may
of development.
be
But here's the
holding the
thing,
grudge.
this stretch of ocean
But
real estate,
don't
again,
hold on to
nice
that
and
grudge.
warm.
Let
And
that
so we're
grudge go.
expecting air
Put the
excess or
situation
heavy
in God's
storms
hands
to
and
possibly
let God
develop
deal
on the
with it.
heels of Delilah. Typically,
Forgive
those
them.
E-named storms
Let
will be
their
ending
ass
for a while.
go.
So, yeah, to say that
Forgive
the
them.
Eastern Pacific
Go the fuck on about your
is
business
kind of rambunctious
so
is
you
certainly
can be
an
free.
understatement.
You can live your life.
The flooding is slamming parts of the south.
That's what you
again
do.
today. The
Don't hold no
from
grudges.
Texas, east
Let
toward
the
Louisiana,
motherfuckers go.
Arkansas, and of course Mississippi. And it comes after San
Because,
Antonio
see,
was just dragged
they had a
for 60
strategy. They had a
noonday
strategy.
record. That was their
They was
10th
playing
rainiest
games
day
with
in
y'all from the
recorded
motherfucking
history, where
beginning.
they picked up well over
This
6
And I'm
inches
and I'm
of rain.
feeling
It
that
was
this is family
absolutely
member
incredible. And when you look at it in
too.
terms of the wettest days
Yeah,
that
they
they've
thought they
seen
was too busy
ever,
winning.
as we mentioned,
They was
it's
winning
been the
as long as
10th
they
day
was
ever.
getting what
And for
they
perspective
wanted
for you, this
from
is what I
you.
thought was just shocking.
Yeah,
They literally
they were
picked
too
up in
busy
San
winning.
Antonio
Oh,
at
they
one
had
point,
the
it was like
motherfucking
within an
trophy.
hour's
But
period,
some of them
early in the
motherfuckers are
morning,
going to be in
they
a
picked
car
up
accident.
nearly a month's worth of
Some of them are
rain
going to be in a car
in
accident.
an hour.
And
I mean, can
just
you
as
imagine
I
how much rain
said,
that is? And that's the reason why flooding was so
abusing,
significant. And it wasn't just in San Antonio. Look at
abusing
Sargent, Texas,
divination.
by the way, stealing the show. Almost
Abusing
10
divination.
inches of rain. They were like 5/100ths of an inch away from 10 inches of rain. A Herculean.
I don't even know what I'm
That's
going
what led
to name
unfortunately,
this.
not only the loss of lives, but the devastation of property, people's basements, yards completely flooded out, streets flooded out.
They are
vehicles
making
stranded.
fake
It was an
accounts.
absolute mess. You look at Houston, one of the largest cities
So
in the state of
somebody
Texas,
know
and again,
about this.
Houston picking up in spots
Somebody know.
over 2, and even some spots. Let me highlight this for you because there was a lot of different numbers on here. That's 3.5, and check this out. Just west
Some
of
people
Liberty,
may be
right along
threatening
I-69, almost 5 inches
you
of rain. Tons and tons of rain.
or
right?
trying
Any
to
additional
intimidate
drops of
you.
rain at this point could promote, unfortunately, more flash flooding. So the past 48 hours.
I forgot
in San
today was
Antonio,
Saturday.
My goodness, to say they've been hectic is an understatement. All of that rain that falls, as you know, it starts to drain, it starts to funnel into the different creeks, the different rivers, the little estuaries.
Yeah,
And here's
y'all
what
rejecting
what
them.
you see is tons of rain. Again, you mentioned almost 10
Rejecting them.
inches in some spots that quickly drains into rivers. And look what happened.
Yep, y'all
in the,
rejecting them.
Salado River.
They stalking you though.
Spiked right here and crested at almost 25 feet. It was incredible. Now, as of the latest monitor,
And they
latest
digging up
check-in,
dirt on
it's
you.
down to 7, but again, that
But
led to
what
a
I
brief
say?
period of some major flooding just east of downtown San Antonio. Now, south of San Antonio, we have the San Antonio River. If you're
The
familiar
bad
with where
karma
that
is
is.
coming back to them.
And this too
That's
saw
what
a
I
pretty good
said.
spike into their moderate flood stage at what 25 feet or so. That moderate flood stage begins at 20. So flooding there, and that's the reason why all these little purple dots
Photo
that you
proof.
see here and here indicating regions of
Trying to
major
get
flooding.
evidence.
And so be respectful, especially this weekend.
Yes,
as you're
this is
close
dodging
to,
bullets
near,
now.
or along
Okay.
creeks,
They trying to
rivers, or
run.
streams. And
They
in the meantime,
trying to
severe
block
storms slicing
that,
through the high plains to kick off this weekend. 1,200 miles of storm risk today.
They
from
trying to
southwest Texas all
block
the way up toward parts of Montana. Yeah, I said Montana.
that karma that's
That's an
coming
area
back
of the
at
country where you
their
don't
ass.
necessarily hear the word severe weather, but that's exactly
Yep.
what we're seeing. Taking you live real quick.
That karma,
into
they trying to
beautiful
block
Miles
that
City,
karma
where
that's
temperatures
coming
are
back
nice
at
and
their
mild,
ass.
right? 64 degrees. Looks
Yep,
okay right
yep,
now, but
yep, yep,
boy,
yep,
how
yep.
things will begin to change. There's a lot of moisture, and actually for this time of the year and where this is located, there's also
I'm
a
trying
lot
to
of heat.
get the
And that
title.
heat, as you know, is like a hot air balloon, and you get a lot of rising air. That, along
Where's
with the moisture in play,
that
helps to grow
car?
those big, what we call giant towering cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds.
I
And that's gonna
need
set the stage for some
more.
light showers and thunderstorms. In fact, places like Denver, Colorado, where they actually had a big old earthquake, I'm sure you heard about that. 71 degrees is what we're anticipating. You head up a little further toward the north and look at places like Billings, 67 degrees. For Billings, I mean, that's comfortably warm for them, right? And it's one of the
Here it
ingredients
is.
that we need for this. It's a level 3 out of 5 on our severe weather threat, and it includes beautiful little Bozeman. If you've ever flown
Okay.
in or out of that airport, it is a gorgeous airport.
Okay,
fly
let
in
me
or out
see
of,
what
but
else.
not when you
Oh.
have showers and big giant thunderstorms that could be
Be
nearby.
here and
Look at the
now.
capital
Face
city
the
here,
truth,
and then up
y'all.
toward Great Falls along I-15.
Go
You
on
are
and
in
heal
that low zone
yourself.
for seeing those showers and thunderstorms. Let's talk timing. This is in mountain
Saving
time,
grace.
by the way. That's what the MT stands for.
Whatever it means
And
to
in
you.
this afternoon, 2, 3, and 4, look at Gwinnett. That could be a big old juicy thunderstorm generally speaking, from Bozeman toward Glasgow, down toward
Flames
Billings.
of
So this
passion.
afternoon, 2, 3, 4,
So,
even around dinner time tonight,
this
toward Miles City and
relationship
Glendive, we could be talking about some big old
was
storms
under
that are
the
kind of rocking and rolling.
influence of
We
that
lose that
spell
daytime
work.
heating after the sun sets and those storms begin to fizzle. But before they do so, though, we could be talking about some destructive.
Now you all are in the planning phase.
Egg-sized hail, and then
Now
not to mention the fact that
you
we could see
all
big,
are,
strong winds over 75 miles per hour.
y'all
Think of
change
this
this
as a
shit
very
up.
densely forested
And this is a
area,
good
but
thing. It's a
still
good
enough
thing.
to where we could see some wind damage out of there. So Billings, I want you to just be on guard for some heavy showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. And
Yeah.
early evening.
They had your mind cloudy.
Well, as
They
you know,
had you
US Open teed
confused.
off in
You
Oakmont,
work with
Pennsylvania.
crystals.
And Mother
Get
Nature
you a
might wanna
clear
join the party.
crystal
Unfortunately, we have a high road
and
tomorrow
carry that
with
clear
thunderstorms
crystal
and
around with
lightning
you.
that could delay or postpone
That will
round
help
3
you
of the tournament. Uh-oh.
focus.
We'll talk about who could be impacted. We'll see you on the flip side of this break.
Make that your first piece of crystal.
Visit southern Delaware and explore beautiful state parks. 26 miles of ocean beaches.
Okay,
inland bays,
revelation
rivers.
awaits.
Enjoy a pontoon boat eco
Ocean
tour.
of
Take a picture
possibilities.
tour of an historic life-saving station, or a walking tour of an historic town. Bike or hike scenic trails, or paddle to uninhabited bay islands. View the bird migrations and watch dolphins frolic. Discover southern Delaware's outdoor adventures. Life is more good-natured here.
One, please.
What's got into Maryland Lottery?
Harbor Peace.
Hey, Eddie. I'll take 2. Looks good on you. Donna made me wear this. Don't tell the guys.
Harbor of Peace is where your heart desire is.
Top prize is $50,000. You can also enter to win a trip to Hollywood to watch the game show. Play Let's Make a
Answer
Deal
the
Scratch Off.
call to balance your life out, which is what you are doing and what you're going to do. Just go with the flow. Just go with your feelings. You know, whatever your intuition tells you to do, your soul knows what to do. And you know, in order for you to work on your healing, you know, you all are seeing behind the veil.
Contact us today for your free estimate. Brothers Services, priced right.
You all are seeing. You all are starting to take that veil off. Yeah, you're starting to take that veil off.
Or the other. But there is another choice. Not
Release and renew.
everything.
Yeah,
The GMC Sierra.
release and renew.
Or get 0% APR.
So
plus
you are
2600
renewing
value on the Sierra
yourselves.
1500 model. Plus current
You're
GMC
releasing
owners
and
get
you're
an additional
renewing
3,000 purchase allowance.
your life.
Hungry for a savory escape? Visit southern Delaware's culinary coast, where the ocean sparkles, the views delight, scenic trails beckon hikers and cyclists to experience the world of nature. Charming downtowns wait to be explored, and where salty sea breezes stimulate appetites. Savor the flavors of southern Delaware's culinary coast, where our unique mix of local bounty from land and sea inspires innovative chefs to create culinary magic. Life tastes better here.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free, and our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home. With flexible payment options, get it fixed now.
Feel free to move, metamorphosis, mirage, whatever that means to you. I can't even read these cards, so
Different picture than yesterday. We've cooled things
you
off.
know you can use your own
This
intuition
is par for the course as we head into
as
this
far as the
Father's Day
cards is
weekend.
concerned.
Millions expecting to see
And
mountains of rain. It's come and go. Not all day. Not a complete wash.
some of you need to choose wisely. Either you want the
boundary
future or you want the
continue to
past.
sit from the Ohio Valley to the Mid-Atlantic
It's a
coast
real slow
with an upper
climb.
level low
I'm going to
pushing
leave
up
it
through
right there, and
mid-Mississippi.
I'll get
And all
back
of
to
this
you
is
all
getting
with
driven by
another
a
reading
strong high
later,
pressure
okay?
locked into place. So
Love y'all. Y'all have a
we
blessed
quite
day.
active in the next
Bye.
few days.